For the first 2 weeks, the project was going exactly as we planned. Then I had to make a phone call that changed the entire job.
When your project manager calls you and says there's a problem with the stamped concrete, that is not a call that you want to get.
The project itself was pretty straightforward. The owners wanted us to do a back patio addition covered about 12 to 1300 square feet, also adding in their gazebo into it as well, mostly so they could use it more year round. Everything was moving like it was supposed to. And then we got to the stamped concrete. Check them out, all the concrete's getting finished right here in that corner. And if we actually go around to the other side, they're getting the stamp started with the release on it as well. So that's the exciting part. It's going to look awesome with the stamped concrete. You can get the stairs in the background here. It'll start making a lot more sense once we get the forms and everything off too. But yeah, so step inside over there. Foam concrete, they're putting the release down first for the stamps. Yeah, this thing's gonna look sweet. Yeah, about that. At first, everything seemed to go pretty smooth. But once we really started to look at things, the problems became pretty obvious, as well as the concrete set way too quick and the guys were not able to finish the stamp, which not a finished stamp is the most obvious problem right away. The stamp pattern didn't seem to be lined up and consistent. The color wasn't really coming out the way the owners wanted either, and there was areas we knew we just couldn't leave as a finished product. The stamps pulled up chunks of concrete that left holes in the concrete. Just didn't look good for a finished high quality product. That's when I realized this wasn't a touch up issue. We had a real problem.
You get calls in construction all the time, and most of the time, the problems are pretty solvable and you can solve them fairly quickly. This time was a little different. The concrete was set, all of it had been poured, and now it wasn't a question of how to fix this and make it better. It was how do we redo this and do it right. But we couldn't pretend like this was going to be acceptable.
So Aaron let me know that we needed another finish to go over the concrete that was done incorrectly, which then meant that I had to find pieces of tile that fit what the client wanted, wasn't excessive lead time, and didn't mess with our schedule too much to where we could stay on track with everything going on in the project. So, no pressure.
The hardest part, honestly, wasn't even really the concrete. It was having to let go of a subcontractor. You really care about these guys, you want to see them succeed. But at the end of the day, our responsibility comes down to taking care of the homeowner and the quality of the project. Sometimes when you're running a project like this, you have some very difficult decisions that you'll end up having to make. So now we had a finished patio that wasn't right, a customer that expects a high-end product as well, and a project already moving forward. We had to come up with a plan B, and fast. Once we found the right material, it actually started to feel like it was going to be better than what we had originally done with the stamped concrete. The towel gave a cleaner, more consistent look, and honestly, I felt like it was going to fit what the owners wanted better. Sometimes when a job goes sideways, it really matters what you're going to do next. When we first told you what happened, what were you thinking about the concrete?
I wasn't really upset because I've been around the construction world for a long time. I was disappointed in the way it turned out, but I knew we would get to a solution quickly.
And how do you feel where we are now with the solutions that we came up with?
I feel good. I feel bad for the contractor. I haven't been in business myself because I know how these things affect you, but I feel like in the end, I will have a better product.
Construction always doesn't go according to plan, but when something goes wrong, you own it, fix it, and keep moving forward.